Bum, bum, bum. Hey, y'all, and welcome to another episode of MIA Soul. I'm your host. I'm Nikki Says You Only Live Once, and we have two special segments today. We'll be talking about the upcoming Orange Blossom Classic, but a special event, something for women in a sense, and also the Black Dress and Pearls Luncheon. Now let's welcome our first guest today. She is not a stranger to MIA Soul. She's been here a few times. So the executive director of OBC, Kendra Bulluck-Major. Welcome again to MIA Soul.
Hello, how are
There
you?
you go. I am good. How's your day going?
Good, good, busy. It's been an eventful day, but it's good. It's
Yes,
always like that around this time.
we're in the home stretch. It's almost Labor Day
Yes,
weekend. Yes.
yes.
So you've transformed the Orange Blossom Classic into more than just a game. It's now a
Mhm.
platform for empowerment, culture, and community. So today we're going to be talking about the elevation experience. So tell us
Mhm.
more about what that is and what inspired you to expand in that direction.
So the Orange Blossom Classic, we always say it's more than just a football game. When we first started this back in 2021, our tagline from day one was always one big community, OBC, one big community. And just naturally, when you think about community, our community is such a diverse group of people, this group of individuals coming together for one thing. We know that, sports is always that one thing that draws. But then when you draw people, what are their other interests? What are their other needs? And so when we looked at that, we wanted to make sure that we have something for everyone. Yes, the football game is the main event, but then what can we do to really empower the community? What can we do to shed a light on our culture and the importance of students and student success and giving back to those who support us. So that's really what it came down to. It came down to making this more than just a football game so that we can touch on all the different aspects that our community appreciates and that our community needs.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So it's more. Yeah. So there are different layers. So we have OBC as the umbrella, the football, and then we have these different. Are they called auxiliary?
Ancillary.
Yeah, ancillary
Ancillary
programs
event.
as well. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So
So
I
you.
always say that this is that one event where, from sports to entertainment to empowerment, even politics, social justice, you name it, some way, somehow, it's a part of this event.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you said that this event is about helping women feel seen, heard, and empowered. So why
Mhm.
is creating that kind of space so essential, especially in today's social and professional climate?
Well, it started out kind of looking at data. You always want to know, like, who are your supporters? Who are the people who purchase tickets? Who are the people that you have to market to? And what is your demographic? And so we found out that very first year that the majority of our ticket purchasers, the majority of the individuals who support us, it's like over 60% women. And most of those women are heads of households. And so when we looked at that, it was, well, what can we do to support those who support us so that they can continue supporting our cause and our effort? And we found that that was women, and there are women in spaces that look just like us. They're running businesses, they're working in corporate America, they're sometimes doing both, right? Because we have individuals who have their side hustles or their other businesses in addition to going to a 9 to 5. We have those who want to kind of break into that, but they're still leading the charge in so many areas of their lives. And those are the people who we found support our classic, who support the game and who make the decisions about bringing their families to this event. So we wanted to give them something to empower them so that they could continue supporting us.
Yeah, and heavy on that side hustle because listen, there's a whole bunch of women they want to break from that corporate 9 to 5 space and
Hmm.
be in their purpose, but it's a
Hmm.
challenge trying to hustle
It
and
is.
same time and have a healthy income as well. It has a lot to do with it too.
Exactly. It is. It
Yeah.
is.
So the panel includes trailblazing women defining success on their own terms. How did you
Mhm.
select this year's speakers and what kind of energy or message did you want them to bring to the table? Or do you want them to bring to the table?
So this is going to be our third year doing the elevation experience, and we have over the past 2 years with this event, we've mostly, this is probably the most diverse panel that we've had, and I'm really excited about this panel because number one, from an age standpoint, we have everyone on this panel from the boomers to the Gen X, right? And they're right on the cusp of the Gen Zs. So this I'm excited about this panel because they are this group. We have, as you know, Yo Yolanda Whitaker, who was known for her hip hop artistry, but now, she's transformed her career into so many broader things. She is, an author. She has her own cookbook. So who would have, thought that, we would have seen her in the kitchen cooking. And then, of course, she's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. And so there's so many layers to her. And of course, being around our age group. And then we have, Pretty V, who is, she's right around that Gen X, and she is, and so is Miss Erica J. So those are individuals who are relatable to a different group of women. So this panel was put together to really be able to meet everyone at their needs, whether you're 18 to 50, whatever. It's something, or older. There's something there, and it's relatable. These women have no problem telling their stories, and they have no problem just sharing what, not only the successes, but what the roadblocks were, and that's really what we're most excited about.
Y'all got to start somewhere. And I'm sure that journey was not easy in the beginning. So there's going to be a lot of transparency and vulnerability
Hmm.
to,
Yeah.
to tell us as to where they got to where they are right now. So, and it's really
Right.
important because like social media, it's not reality. And on
Hmm.
social media, it depicts a picture of perfection.
No.
So it's great
Right.
to see on the outside their struggles and their challenges that led them to
Hmm.
where they are right now. So that's like definitely important. And
Yeah.
you lead a high stakes male dominated industry.
Hmm.
What are some of the mindset shifts that helped you elevate into this space and stay grounded while doing it?
So I think the shift that I had to have for me was stepping out of my comfort zone. Naturally, you're just most comfortable around people who you can relate to, like we just talked about, and people who you identify with. And in this industry, I found out that I had to step outside of that. Like oftentimes, if you see me where I'm at a conference, or especially, a sports conference, or if I'm at, like we have a media day coming up for both of the conferences, for both of, the Southwestern Athletic Conference and the MEAC. And I typically, when I go into those spaces, I'm kind of around those male dominated individuals on purpose, because I get to hear from them how they do their jobs and what works from them for them. I could, sit around the women all day, but we oftentimes share the same issues. So it helps me to kind of remember that movie, the Think Like a Man. It
Mhm.
helps me to hear what they're saying, so that when I go back and I have these conversations and I have to sit in front of them, I'm speaking the same language.
Mm.
I'm still me. I'm still a woman. I'm still, having that balance between just naturally being a woman, being soft, being nurturing, but at the same time, understanding their language and speaking that language in order to make sure that you're getting the things done that need to be done, and then taking that information back and sharing it with my women.
That is
So,
very good
yeah,
strategy. That's
yeah,
very smart. Very
yeah,
good language. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Now, for women who are burned out or questioning their purpose, what's one piece of advice you'd offer to help them reconnect with their inner power?
Mm. So, um, first of all, I always say that you have to have a why. As long as you know why you're doing something, even on those days that you're questioning your purpose and whether or not you should be doing it, there is oftentimes that one thing that keeps you going, and that is typically whatever motivates you, whatever your why is. For me, I tell people it's always been my children, allowing them to see me work, have a certain type of work ethic so that they understand that they can do the same thing. And so when I get burnt out, when I feel like, I don't want to do this anymore, and we have to be, truthful, we have to be authentic and say, yes, we do have those days. We question a lot of times why we're doing something. But when you really are centered and you understand at the core what your values are, why you're doing what you're doing, then it helps you to reconnect. I am a firm believer in belief in a higher power, and that's whatever that looks like for you. But there has to be some place where you can just go and just kind of have a moment to yourself and, like you said, reconnect with whatever your belief system is and be really honest, really authentic, but at the very core, understand your why, understand what your values are. And those are the two things that shape whatever you believe. And what you believe is ultimately how you perform. If you believe that you're going to be successful, then eventually you will pick yourself up and you'll start making the necessary changes to go in that direction. So
Right.
it's just being structured, being balanced, being grounded, understanding your why, and just yeah, going back to that higher power.
Once you have that why, that passion will definitely fuel that desire to want to achieve
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
So, what's the biggest lesson the sports industry has taught you as a leader?
Whew, patience. Patience. Rome was not built in a day.
Okay.
So yeah,
So,
and yeah, this was a process that, and I've told this story to you before. This was a process that took well over a decade. And even when it took off, it's still a process of making it happen. And it's still a process of just, going after what's necessary in order to make this event that we have. So it's patience, and it's always being prepared, because you just never know when it's time to give that elevator speech. You never know, who's going to be in a room. So patience and being prepared at all times to tell your story.
'cause that monkey ranch can come out of nowhere at any time. So,
Exactly. Yes.
definitely. So, what
Yeah.
is your go-to song when you need to level up your energy?
I have a couple. Like, my playlist is, you would be confused in the car with me, because I could go from, like gospel 1 minute and then I'm like in full hip hop the next. So it just depends. Like right now, there's a song that's really near and dear to me. Jacqueline Carr is a gospel singer that I love, and she has a song called Major. And of course, it captured my attention because it's my last name.
Oh,
So and the song is about, I believe that it's going to be major. So I go from that. And then some days, like today, like I said, I looked at my calendar and the thing was just like, it was colors everywhere. So, on those days I may have Rick Ross every day. I'm hustling. It just
yeah.
and that's the running joke in the office. That's really our theme music this time of the year. So it could go from
It depends.
gospel is gonna be major to every day I'm hustling. But both of those get in, depending on my mood for the day, they both get me going.
Awesome. Well, Kendra, thank you so much. Great seeing you again. Congrats
Thank
on
you for
this year.
having
It's
me.
a great lineup this year. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes,
It's gonna be
yes,
good
it
this
is.
year. So
Yes,
thank you
it's
so much.
big.
And we'll see you in person soon.
All right, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And y'all, so we have our next guest. We'll be talking about the Black Dress and Pearls luncheon, but we got to pay some bills. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. Get your crew. You don't want to miss this. Lock in your seats now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
School's almost back, but first, let's have some fun. It's the Children's Trust Family Expo, packed with music, shows, and back-to-school supplies. Join us August 2nd at the Fuchs Pavilion at Miami-Dade Fairgrounds. We'll even help you get there. It's easy with an Uber voucher, good for up to $15 each way. Free entry, free parking, free family joy. Visit thechildrenstrust.org/Family Expo for details. Let's go to the Family Expo. Uber voucher terms and conditions apply.
And welcome back. So we'll be talking right now about the Little Black Dress and Pearls. Let's welcome Chairwoman of the Women's Business Council of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, Misty Brown, and also President and CEO of Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Eric Knowles. Welcome to MIA Soul, y'all. How's your day going?
I'm going to let Misty go first.
Misty, how's your day going?
South Florida traffic will get you down. But other than that, it's been a great day. Thanks.
Yeah, the sun's out. It's not raining outside. So, hey, there you go. Now, for those that may not be aware, what is the Little Black Dress and Pearls?
Well, I would say, Nikki, the Little Black Dress and Pearls was started a few years ago by our immediate past chairwoman, Miss Linda V. Harris. And it is, as they say, women, wisdom, and wealth. It is a platform to build our women-owned businesses, our women in the community, to build their businesses, to build their relationships, to build, hey, women make it happen. So this is what it's about. Women making it happen.
Making it happen. Yeah. And I've read there's some stats as far as women in the workforce or owning their own businesses. And there's different stats with minority owned businesses as well by women. So do you know those stats or?
I don't have them in front of me, but I do know that small businesses are growing much quicker by women owned businesses.
Yeah. All right. So what can attendees expect this year?
Ms. Brown?
Well, I'll kick it off. So attendees, as in past years, can expect to walk into a beautiful setting at the Turnberry Resort in Aventura. Beautiful women with little black dress and pearls. I don't know if you can see mine tonight, but I thought I would kick it off to give you some inspiration of what the ladies would look like, adorned in the cutest little black dresses and a pair of pearls. But more important, we are there to listen, learn, and level up with a group of dynamic women from all across South Florida, networking and just gathering on a beautiful Saturday morning here in South Florida. So they're going to have a treat in store for them with other women and our guest speaker, and just the networking vibe, totally different, totally South Florida. We're looking forward to, seeing everybody there.
Okay. So the keynote speaker, her name is Monique, and is it Idlet?
Idlet, yes. She is the co-founder of what's the Rain Venture Capital, and she has her own accolades. There is a TV series, Misty, what's that TV series that she co-produced?
Hey, so don't get me started. She's one of the executive producers for Empire, the fabulous Cookie and the Lion family. Just a wonderful Black excellence played out through music that she thought of in her creative being that she is. But that's one of many of her accolades in the space.
Yeah, we're excited about having her here. She actually spends time in South Florida, and she's basically all over the world, but we're very excited about having her come and engage with our community, the 300 plus women that will be in the room, and a few men. And it's going to be, as Misty say, at Turnberry JW Marriott on Saturday, July 19th. It begins at 11 o'clock.
So this is targeted to professionals, entrepreneurs. Who else should attend this luncheon?
Well, besides, I'm sorry, Mr. President, but besides all of the professional accolades that you may walk into the room to see, the judges, politicians, attorneys, bankers, young entrepreneurs, startups, millennials, Gen X's, it's just a group of eclectic women from all walks will be in the room that day.
And the one thing that I like to push, Nikki, is that women, mothers, aunties bring their nieces and their daughters so they can see this excellence at a very early age.
Right. Yeah, I think when a lot of these luncheons, it is a great idea to bring nieces and nephews. Bring the youth, per se, the youth, so they can see, they can learn, they can be influenced from.
Exactly. They can get off of their phones and see how the real work works.
Get off of Snapchat.
Yeah.
Okay. So the color scheme obviously is black and pearls. Now, is it like business casual? Is it black tie? What kind of black,
No, it's a cocktail. It's, it's almost formal, but it's definitely not formal. But I'm sure there will be some ladies looking very formal. But it's a cocktail event. It is upscale. It's not a casual pool event. This is come in your fanciest little black dress and your pearls, your earrings, and you know how we like to do it.
Yeah, okay, y'all heard.
I like to play on the word little, so the little black dress that every woman should have in her closet, and it's a staple. And we're pulling it out at 11 in the morning. One of our guest speakers on last year said, had she known that this was going to be a gala in the middle of the morning, she would have dressed a little different. And so we got a big kick out of that, because women, we dress up. We make that little black dress do what it's going to do at 11 a.m.
All right, there you go.
And the one thing I want to add, Nikki, we have been doing what we call the Carol Ann Taylor Quiet Storm Award. And for those of you who know, Carol Ann Taylor is definitely a fireball in our community, but a fireball that's very quiet about doing what she does. She's been on many different boards, as well as she was the first one to start a business in Bayside many years ago, MIA. And actually, oh gosh, all of a sudden I'm forgetting the name of Miami to Go, MIA, Miami to Go. And so we, for the last several years, we have recognized individuals receiving the Carol Ann Taylor Quiet Storm Award. And this year's award goes to Miss Bernadette Morris of Sunshine Communications.
Yeah, she's an attorney. I know Bernadette. She's an attorney. Yeah.
Well, she is the founder of Sunshine Communications, as well as Black PR Wire.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
Yes, marketing. Yes.
Okay, understood. Okay.
And actually, last year or the year before, actually Mayor Cava received the award. Yeah, and there have been many others as well.
Yeah, I was there last year. It's a space of community, especially for women of color, and it's great for networking, building connections. It's great to hear like other women's stories of empowerment. So it's a really there's great value in this luncheon. So
yeah, it's a very powerful room. It's a room full of energy. Yes. We have vendors there, so if there's anyone listening interested in becoming a vendor, there's still an opportunity to do that. We still have opportunity to sponsor. We still have opportunity to buy seats or a table. So reach out to the chamber. You can call the chamber at 305-751-8648 or go online to our events. That's m-dcc.org and go to events, and they'll have all the information there.
Awesome. That was my next question. You answered it. All right. So, Eric and Misty, thank y'all so much. And can't wait to see you in your black and pearls drip. And Eric, I guess no pearls for you though, right?
No, I won't be wearing a little black dress.
Not a black dress. No. Of course, in your attire, but
of course.
Can men wear pearls? I see men wear pearls.
Yeah, I guess, you can make it work. I don't have any pearls, but there are pearl cufflinks, so, maybe I'll find me a pair of pearls.
We'll have a lot of pearl selling vendors that day. Trust me. So.
All right. There you go. Well, thank y'all so much. Congrats again on your next luncheon coming up, and we'll see you soon.
Appreciate you. Appreciate MIA.
Thank you. And y'all, thank you again for tuning in to another episode of MIA Soul. Orange Blossom Classic is right around the corner, along with a little black dress and pearls. So thank y'all so much, and we'll see you on another episode of MIA Soul. Ciao.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. Get your crew. You don't want to miss this. Lock in your seats now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
School's almost back, but first, let's have some fun. It's the Children's Trust Family Expo, packed with music, shows, and back-to-school supplies. Join us August 2nd at the Fuchs Pavilion at Miami-Dade Fairgrounds. We'll even help you get there. It's easy with an Uber voucher, good for up to $15 each way. Free entry, free parking, free family joy. Visit thechildrenstrust.org/Family Expo for details. Let's go to the Family Expo. Uber voucher terms and conditions apply.
When quality care is
I applied